The American dates have been going really well. You know, besides what happened on September 11th, we didn't know what to expect, you know, but I think at this point in time right now, the kids need this, man. They need somewhere where they can go and feel normal again, you know. Postpone the dates because right now it's just a very volatile time in our country, you know. And as much as I want to go and play these shows, it's very, very important that we stay close to our families right now, just for the fact that we don't know what's going to happen. If anything were to happen to my family, man, I would fucking flip out, dude. You couldn't stop me from having a breakdown. When I got the news that we were #1 in the UK, I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God. You know, I didn't know what to do. I just sat there. I was numb. The UK has been so good to us anyway, and they really supported us. It was a really great feeling knowing that the support was still there, even though we hadn't been over there for, you know, I mean, we did a couple shows in England, and that was it on, you know, the European leg. And it was what I needed to hear. We will get over there because, you know, all our kids matter to us.
Getting fucking old.
We have something that works, and what it's called is Slipknot, and it takes 9 severe personalities to make it go off without a hook. And without my 8 other brothers, my show wouldn't be anything.
Let's fucking go out there and show them how the fuck it's done. Goddamn, we played here before. Let's fucking step it up 10 times better than the last time we were fucking here. 1, 2, 3, 4!
When we come to the UK, we're not going to scale down the shows that we're going to play there any more than we're doing here in the United States. I mean, if you know, a lot of bands don't want to, you know, bring like a lot of things over there because they're scared about losing money and stuff. We don't even care about that. We want to make sure that the UK fans get to see the show the way it's supposed to be done.
I can't hear you, fucking POM. Make some noise.
We have so many ideas that we're years behind. The tour now is just slowly getting to where we want. I to date don't even remember all the gods that I love, you know, having a show quite like what we're doing.
The consequences, the power love. Once again, it's me and no one else. I can't remember if there was that someone else. Without mine, it's not fair. It's out of my hands and it's shaking. You never time.
It is battle. Going on stage is battle. It is war. There isn't one day I don't think that I could be seriously maimed, killed, or hurt someone else in the band. I mean, we don't fuck around on stage. It's the truth. Anybody who has seen us, anybody who stands on stage, anybody who stands in front of stage, the one thing that we will always do is get it on in that 60 minutes. The other 23 hours of the day can go screw itself. we put the human factor into it, you know, the human being engulfed with flames, or the human being pissed on by the top of a riser. We have so much stuff going on that's what takes it to the level, and that's what we're giving the fans that I don't think they can get anywhere else, is that we are basically slowly killing ourselves.
And you're not gonna go crazy. You are not gonna go fucking crazy, because if you're 555, we're all 666. This song is called The Heretic Anthem! Calm down! Calm down! Calm down, motherfuckers! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Now go crazy! Don't mind nothing, not dead yet. And I do my damn down with a need to die yet. Like a dead beat, what I be a sinner. And I like mine when he gets a street, yeah. Yeah, you're down and you're down and you're down. With a suicide, honey, and I'm dead, he's a fucking snap. You'll die, but stay down to the need and I don't wanna be in the motherfucker. The tick down. Yeah, my tick down. Come on, motherfuckers. Yeah, my down. What's it gonna be a head to give you my down? What's it gonna be a head down? Everybody's doing what you want. Everybody's doing bleed down what we are. Everybody down the face of mine, the way the face of it. Have I got a thing to say? Maybe this and I bleed for you. Feel like I'm not face, like I'm somebody new. No, nobody wants anything I've got. Only cause I'm in everything I got. Tick down. Yeah, my tick down. Come on, motherfuckers. Yeah, my down. What's it gonna be a head to give you my down? What's it gonna be a head down? Yeah. Get your fucking devil horns in the air. The slightest of me of rockets and an ink glimmer. All the money in the world can't buy me. Go ahead now. Never again I get fucked. Wanna know why you followed you on a civil when I'm not on shit. And I dream with this ain't it. 555 then 666. 555 on 666. 555 on 666. Come on, be your head! What's it gonna be a head to give you my mind now? What's it gonna be a head to give you my mind now? What's it gonna be a head to give you my mind now? What's it gonna be a head?
The idea about the numbers was actually really easy, man. I mean, we all fell into our own numbers. The number 8's been my lucky number for since I was a kid, you know. So it was a way of escaping the labeling, you know. It was a way of escaping the name dropping. It was a way of escaping, you know, just getting closer to the anonymity thing. You know, it's like, you want to know who I am? Here's this mask. You want to know what my name is? Here's this number. You know. What's the latest style? Screw the latest style. Here's these coveralls. You know, deal with it. Listen to the music, and nobody really remembers who came up with the masks. There's a urban legend, like before I joined the band, that clown came down to practice one day with a clown mask on and just went absolutely apeshit. And it kind of took off from there. What I wanted was something that would make me very unconscious of what my face was doing, very unconscious of what my body was doing, because I wanted everything to come out through the music.
Everybody I meet wants their face to be seen. They want to stand on the side of the stage. Look at me, I'm part of it. So we have no one stand on the side of the stage.
It's almost like ritualistic, you know. It's almost like, you know, it's akin to the Apaches getting ready for war. It's us basically letting go. It's almost like, in the case of multiple personalities, switching over at a moment's notice, and becoming these 9 people that at the end, and then another process takes place, going from 9 people to 1 unit. It's almost like an attack on the crowd. You know, we go out there and we push ourselves as hard as we can, and we, at the same time, we try to push those kids as hard as we can.
Get this. Get this or die! 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 Get this or die!
On stage, we've tried to take it to as many levels as we can, you know, without regressing, without going backwards, you know, not holding on to old ideals and trying to explore new ones. You know, we got all this crazy pyro now. We've got all these, you know, this great light system. We got all these stainless steel, metal, dangerous ramps and claws, and it's sick, man. It's really, really sick, and at the same time, our energy level has not diminished at all. We're just building on what we started with, you know, what we fought 2 years to prove, that we are not going to go away. We're the best live act that ever was and ever will be, and it's just going to get sicker from there. There's nothing you can do about it.
We do not take this for granted. We know that this could just end tonight, and we know that half the people that would see it end would just be like, ha ha, you assholes who think you knew so much, blah, 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 you're out. But you know what? None of that matters, because their paychecks and their formulas and their equations don't compute what we have going on in our heads. It's pure color, man. It's Mars. You know what I mean? It's a comet. It's an asteroid. It's not Billboard and you sold this much this week. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I don't care. I'm doing the best I can. So are all the other guys.
If anybody had tried to take away my Slayer albums when I was younger, I would have fucking ripped apart 1,000 houses just to find one to listen to. Because if it wasn't for that album and a handful of others, I wouldn't be here today, man. I mean, that was my war cry. That was my mantra. That was everything to me. You know what I'm saying? And it got me ready for a brutal day of dealing with people who don't understand the music that I was into. It's the parents who don't understand it. It's the parents The thing that you always fear the thing that you don't understand. That's what fear is. It's a total lack of control over your feelings about something that you're not familiar with. These kids know it. They know what we're about, so they have no fear of anything. I see so many great parents that come to our shows that they sit with their kids. They don't really get it, but they see how happy their kids are, man, and there's no danger here. The only danger I represent is the truth, and that's all I've ever tried to represent, because I am not going to lie to our kids, because our kids are a lot smarter than anybody gives them credit for. There are so many other emotions on this album than, you know, I mean, we get pigeonholed so much because they think there's so much hate and there's so much rage, but at the same time there's hope, there's wisdom, there's backstories, there's all these different things, man. There's a lot of sadness, but at the same time there's a lot of happiness, because these are things that made us who we are, you know? If it hadn't have been for the things that we went through, we would not be the people we are today, you know. And we're basically telling kids that it's all right, and you can be whoever you want to be, and you can do whatever you want to do.
People aren't even going to understand Slipknot until 10 years after it's done. First of all, we're not going to tell you half of what's going on until we're out of here.
Target pain, the public daring man. Now you send a game, now fuck up, now pay your life. I want, don't give a god, you're garbage in this garbage. Don't give a shit, I won't play the thing. Don't get a nice garbage in. Come on, come on.
Left Behind is a song about a time in my life that was really hard. I was homeless, and I was living under a bridge over by Southwest 9th in Des Moines. Not that anybody would know it here, but I was living under a bridge with some friends of mine. And it's funny how many people you meet when you're homeless, you know, that you find out so much about them and you rely on them so much, and then when things start happening for you, those faces disappear and they're gone. And to this day, I have a lot of really good friends that I shared a lot of time and space with that I'll probably never see again. And that's what the song is about. It's about leaving behind the lives that make up your past. I miss them. I miss those guys really, really bad. And hopefully someday I'll find out what happened. But that song's a dedication to them.